The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "The strong is not the one who overcomes people by his strength, but the strong is the one who controls himself while in anger." Do you ever find yourself struggling with anger, feeling overwhelmed by its intensity? What if I told you that Islam provides timeless wisdom to help you conquer this emotion and live a more peaceful life? Today we'll uncover 7 powerful Islamic lessons that promise to transform your relationship with anger. Stay with us and discover how these teachings can bring tranquility to your heart and mind. You will never be angry again after listening to this. 1. The root of anger. Ignorance. It's essential to understand that the root of anger is often ignorance. Ignorance here means a lack of knowledge or understanding. When we don't understand a situation or another person's perspective, we are more prone to anger. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "The strong is not the one who overcomes people by his strength, but the strong is the one who controls himself while in anger." By seeking knowledge and understanding, we can reduce our anger. Learning about different perspectives and practicing empathy helps us respond calmly and avoid misunderstandings that lead to anger. The more we understand, the less we react with anger, fostering peace and compassion in our interactions. 2. Self-reflection is your superpower. Reflecting on our thoughts and actions helps us understand the triggers of our anger. The Quran encourages us to reflect, "And in the earth are signs for the certain, in faith and in yourselves. Then will you not see." Self-reflection involves taking time to think about what makes us angry and why. When we identify these triggers, we can work on managing them better. For example, if we notice that certain situations or people make us angry, we can plan how to respond calmly in advance. This practice of self-reflection can help us control our emotions and reduce anger, leading to a more peaceful and balanced life. Remember, understanding ourselves better is the first step towards mastering our emotions and living harmoniously with others. 3. Embrace stillness and silence. In our fast-paced world, taking time to be still and silent can have a profound impact on our emotional well-being. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, often retreated to the cave of Hira for reflection and solitude. Silence allows us to process our emotions and respond thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively. In moments of stillness, we can find clarity and peace. It's in these quiet moments that we can reflect on our actions and intentions, helping us to understand and control our anger. By incorporating regular periods of silence and reflection into our daily routine, we can cultivate a sense of inner calm and resilience. This practice not only helps in managing anger, but also enhances our overall mental and spiritual health. 4. Use mindfulness to channel your anger. Lesson number 4 is using mindfulness to channel your anger. Mindfulness is the practice of being present and fully engaged in the current moment without judgment. It helps us become aware of our feelings and thoughts as they arise, allowing us to respond calmly instead of reacting impulsively. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, advised, "If one of you becomes angry while standing, he should sit down. If the anger leaves him, well and good. Otherwise, he should lie down." Abu Dawud. This teaching encourages us to pause and change our physical state to manage anger. By practicing mindfulness, we can observe our anger without being overwhelmed by it. Techniques such as deep breathing, meditation, and focusing on the present moment help us stay grounded. This awareness enables us to channel our anger into constructive actions, turning a potentially negative emotion into a positive force for change. With consistent practice, mindfulness can transform our approach to life's challenges, making us more resilient and composed. 5. Cultivate gratitude, a powerful antidote. Lesson number 5 is cultivating gratitude, which is a powerful antidote to anger. Gratitude shifts our focus from what we lack to the blessings we have, fostering a positive mindset. The Quran says, "If you are grateful, I will surely increase you in favor, but if you deny indeed, my punishment is severe." When we practice gratitude, we reduce feelings of anger and frustration. Keeping a gratitude journal, where we regularly write down things we are thankful for, can help us maintain this positive outlook. By recognizing and appreciating the good in our lives, we are less likely to be consumed by anger. Additionally, expressing gratitude towards others strengthens our relationships and promotes a harmonious environment. Remember, a grateful heart is a peaceful heart. Gratitude also helps us to see challenges as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles. This shift in perspective can reduce stress and improve our overall well-being. Furthermore, regularly practicing gratitude can enhance our spiritual connection with Allah as we acknowledge His blessings and express our thankfulness. By integrating gratitude into our daily lives, we can create a more positive and anger-free existence. 6. Trust the natural order. Let go of control. In Islam, we believe that Allah has a plan for each of us, and everything happens according to His divine wisdom. Understanding and accepting this can significantly reduce our anger and frustration. The Quran reminds us, "And whoever relies upon Allah, then He is sufficient for him." Surah At-Talaq 65:3. This verse encourages us to place our trust in Allah's plan and wisdom. Often, our anger stems from our desire to control situations and outcomes. When things don't go as we planned, we feel frustrated and angry. However, by recognizing that we are not in control of everything and that there is a higher power guiding our lives, we can find peace. This doesn't mean we stop putting in effort or trying our best. Rather, it means we do our part and leave the rest to Allah. Trusting the natural order involves acknowledging that some things are beyond our control and that everything happens for a reason, even if we don't understand it at the moment. It's about surrendering our worries and frustrations to Allah and believing that He knows what's best for us. This mindset can help us navigate life's challenges with a calm and composed attitude, reducing the likelihood of anger. One practical way to cultivate this trust is through regular prayer and supplication. By making dua and asking Allah for guidance, we reinforce our reliance on Him. Additionally, reading the Quran and reflecting on its teachings can strengthen our faith and trust in Allah's plan. Another aspect of trusting the natural order is accepting that mistakes and failures are part of the learning process. Instead of becoming angry when things don't go our way, we can see these experiences as opportunities for growth and improvement. This perspective shift can help us remain patient and resilient in the face of adversity. Letting go of control means being open to the idea that there are many ways to achieve our goals, and sometimes unexpected paths can lead to the best outcomes. By being flexible and adaptable, we can handle setbacks with grace and maintain our inner peace. Trusting the natural order means understanding that we cannot control others' actions or reactions. We can only control our own behavior and response. By focusing on our own actions and trusting that Allah will guide us, we can improve our relationships and reduce conflicts. This trust fosters a sense of contentment. When we rely on Allah and accept His plan, we are less likely to be disturbed by life's ups and downs. This contentment leads to a more stable and serene emotional state, making it easier to handle stress and prevent anger. Trusting the natural order also encourages us to live in the present moment. By letting go of our worries about the future and regrets about the past, we can fully engage with the present. This mindfulness reduces anxiety and allows us to respond to situations more thoughtfully and calmly. Remember that trusting the natural order and letting go of control is a continuous practice. It requires patience, faith, and regular reflection. But with time and effort, this practice can transform our approach to life, making us more peaceful, content, and less prone to anger. Embracing this mindset can lead to a more fulfilling and harmonious life, aligned with the divine wisdom of Allah. 7. Power of forgiveness. Lesson number 7 is about the immense power of forgiveness. Forgiveness is a central theme in Islam and is emphasized repeatedly in the Quran and the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Forgiving others not only benefits them, but also brings peace to our own hearts. The Quran states, "And let not those of virtue among you and wealth swear not to give aid to their relatives and the needy and the emigrants for the cause of Allah, and let them pardon and overlook." Would you not like that Allah should forgive you? And Allah is forgiving and merciful. Forgiveness is a powerful tool that can release the burden of anger and resentment. When we hold on to grudges, it only serves to harm us, both emotionally and physically. Anger and resentment can lead to stress, anxiety, and even health problems. By forgiving others, we free ourselves from these negative emotions and create space for peace and happiness. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "The strong is not the one who overcomes people by his strength, but the strong is the one who controls himself while in anger." This hadith underscores the strength found in forgiveness and self-restraint. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, exemplified the virtue of forgiveness throughout his life. One of the most famous examples is when he forgave the people of Mecca after the conquest of the city, despite the persecution and harm they had caused him and his followers. He said to them, "No blame will there be upon you today. Allah will forgive you, and He is the most merciful of the merciful." This act of mercy and forgiveness not only brought peace, but also transformed the hearts of many. Forgiveness does not mean condoning wrongdoing or forgetting the harm done. Instead, it is about letting go of the desire for revenge and choosing to move forward with compassion and understanding. It is a conscious decision to release negative feelings and embrace positive ones. This can be incredibly challenging, especially when the pain is deep, but it is a crucial step towards healing and inner peace. The Quran reminds us, "And whoever forgives and makes reconciliation, his reward is due from Allah." This verse encourages us to forgive others, assuring us that Allah will reward us for our kindness. To cultivate the habit of forgiveness, start by reflecting on your own experiences of being forgiven. Remember the relief and gratitude you felt when someone forgave you for a mistake. This can inspire you to extend the same grace to others. Additionally, practice empathy by putting yourself in the other person's shoes and trying to understand their perspective. This can help you see the situation in a new light and soften your heart. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, advised, "Do not take revenge and do not bear grudges against one another." This teaching highlights the importance of empathy and reconciliation. Regularly praying and asking Allah for the strength to forgive is also essential. Making dua for those who have wronged us can transform our hearts and help us let go of anger. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, taught us to make dua for our enemies, saying, "O Allah, guide my people, for they do not know." This act of seeking Allah's guidance for others can open our hearts to forgiveness. Additionally, reflecting on the mercy and forgiveness of Allah towards us can inspire us to forgive others. The Quran says, "And whoever does a wrong or wrongs himself, but then seeks forgiveness of Allah, will find Allah forgiving and merciful." Moreover, understanding that forgiveness is a process can help manage expectations. It may take time to fully forgive, and that's okay. Be patient with yourself and take small steps towards letting go of anger. Journaling about your feelings, talking to a trusted friend or advisor, and engaging in acts of kindness can all aid in the journey towards forgiveness. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, advised, "The best of you are those who are best to their families." This encourages us to start with those closest to us, fostering a culture of forgiveness within our families. Forgiveness also strengthens our relationship with Allah. By forgiving others, we seek Allah's forgiveness for our own shortcomings. The Quran emphasizes that those who forgive will be forgiven, but if you pardon and overlook and forgive, then indeed Allah is forgiving and merciful. Surah At-Taghabun 64:14. This mutual forgiveness deepens our faith and brings us closer to Allah's mercy. As we forgive, we align ourselves with the divine attributes of mercy and compassion, enhancing our spiritual growth and tranquility. The power of forgiveness is transformative. It not only liberates us from the chains of anger and resentment, but also fosters a sense of peace, compassion, and spiritual growth. By embracing forgiveness, we align ourselves with the divine attributes of mercy and compassion, creating a more harmonious and fulfilling life. Remember the words of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, who said, "The merciful are shown mercy by the merciful. Show mercy to those on earth, and the one above the heavens will show mercy to you." Let us strive to cultivate a heart that forgives, reflecting the mercy and forgiveness that Allah has bestowed upon us. By incorporating these 7 Islamic teachings into our lives, we can learn to manage and overcome anger, leading to a more peaceful and fulfilling life. Remember, the journey to controlling anger is ongoing, but with faith and patience, we can succeed. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more Islamic content. Assalamu alaikum.